Hey there, Sigma sisters. Today we're diving into what it truly means to grow up as a Sigma girl. From day one, Sigma girls have their own way of seeing the world, strong, independent, and often a bit misunderstood. These girls aren't following the crowd. They're guided by their own inner compass, embracing solitude, seeking depth, and finding strength in who they are. In this video, we're uncovering 10 tough truths about the Sigma journey, those experiences that shape, challenge, and define who we are. It's a path that isn't always easy, but each step builds resilience, confidence, and self-empowerment. So, if you're ready to understand the world of a Sigma girl a little better, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and join the Sigma sisterhood as we explore this journey together. 1. Independence from a young age. Sigma girls stand out for their independence, a quality they cultivate early in life. Unlike many of their peers, they often feel a natural drive to explore things on their own, and they don't shy away from solitude. As children, they may have been the ones who enjoyed playing by themselves, discovering new hobbies, or working through challenges independently. For them, this isn't a sign of isolation. It's a preference for self-discovery and personal growth. Independence is more than a characteristic. It's a skill they build gradually, allowing them to develop resilience and self-reliance. Others may interpret this as stubbornness or a lack of connection. But to a Sigma girl, being independent means being free to follow her intuition and make decisions without needing constant approval. As she grows, this independence allows her to take calculated risks, solve problems effectively, and trust her instincts. This doesn't mean she dismisses relationships or avoids friendships. Rather, she values relationships that respect her need for autonomy and recognizes that she isn't someone who depends on others for validation or guidance. Independence is her power source. It's what enables her to take on challenges without feeling overwhelmed or lost. She knows that ultimately, she's capable of handling whatever comes her way, a mindset that makes her resilient and fearless in navigating life's complexities. 2. Preferring depth over small talk. Sigma girls crave meaningful connections, which is why they often feel drained by superficial conversations. Small talk about the weather or trending gossip doesn't spark their interest. Instead, they're drawn to topics that provoke thought and offer genuine insight. They want to know what drives people, their ambitions, and what they truly value. This inclination for depth means they're likely to remember personal details about people, engage in conversations with a genuine interest, and ask questions that encourage reflection. This preference isn't a social disadvantage. It simply shapes the type of connections they seek. Many Sigma girls find that surface-level interactions leave them feeling empty, as they desire conversations that help them understand others on a profound level. This doesn't mean they can't engage in lighter banter. They're perfectly capable of it. However, they prioritize relationships that go beyond fleeting exchanges. When they do meet someone who shares their interest in deeper conversations, it's often a powerful connection that feels refreshingly rare. For Sigma girls, meaningful connections are worth the wait. They'd rather invest their energy into a few substantial relationships than spread it thinly across many casual acquaintances. This makes them attentive listeners and thoughtful friends. Their relationships tend to be more authentic and lasting, because they're built on shared values and mutual respect, rather than convenience or proximity. In a world that often emphasizes popularity and networking, Sigma girls find fulfillment in connecting on a soulful level. This ability to seek and create depth in relationships adds richness to their lives and allows them to stand out as sincere, insightful individuals. 3. Resilience in the face of criticism. Sigma girls are no strangers to criticism. Their independence and strong values often attract scrutiny from those who don't understand them, but instead of letting this shake their confidence, they use it as a tool for growth. Rather than being defensive or reactive, Sigma girls tend to analyze criticism to see if there's any truth to it, viewing it as a chance to self-reflect. This maturity allows them to stay grounded even when they're met with negative feedback. For a Sigma girl, resilience isn't about ignoring others or being immune to feedback. It's about being selective with the voices she listens to. She understands that criticism doesn't define her worth but can help her refine her understanding of herself. Through this lens, Criticism becomes a motivator rather than a discouragement. This trait of handling criticism with grace often leads others to see her as a composed, wise individual, one who is confident enough to stay true to her path without letting external opinions dictate her journey. Resilience also means that Sigma girls are skilled at bouncing back from setbacks. Whether they're facing professional challenges, personal conflicts, or moments of doubt, they rarely dwell on negativity. Instead, they take what they can learn from each experience and move forward with a better understanding of themselves and the world around them. This approach to criticism and adversity gives them a unique strength. They're not easily shaken, nor do they look to others for constant reassurance. Over time, this resilience becomes a defining quality, one that enables them to thrive independently, grounded in their own values and beliefs. The challenge of being misunderstood. Being misunderstood is a familiar experience for Sigma girls. Their independence, depth, and unconventional choices often set them apart, and not everyone understands their reserved nature or unique perspective. For many Sigma girls, this begins at a young age. They may have been the quiet or mysterious one in social settings, leading others to make assumptions about their personalities. However, this isn't due to a lack of openness. It's because they take time to observe and process before engaging. People may sometimes view them as aloof, distant, or even judgmental. However, those closest to them know that Sigma girls are far from indifferent. They are simply discerning, preferring to invest their energy in authentic relationships rather than spreading themselves thin across multiple superficial connections. This selective approach can be misinterpreted, and Sigma girls often find themselves needing to explain that their introspective nature doesn't equate to disinterest. Over time, many Sigma girls learn to embrace being misunderstood. They realize that not everyone will get them, and that's okay. This acceptance helps them stay true to themselves, even if it means not fitting into conventional social molds. They value relationships with those who see past the surface and recognize their sincerity and loyalty. Embracing this feeling of being misunderstood ultimately strengthens their self-awareness and self-acceptance, allowing them to navigate the world on their own terms, regardless of others' perceptions. 5. A natural sense of self-discipline. Sigma girls possess a high level of self-discipline, a quality that allows them to achieve their goals with focus and consistency. Unlike those who may rely on external motivation or social pressure, Sigma girls have an internal drive that keeps them on track. They set goals, create routines, and push themselves to meet their own expectations, even when no one is watching. This inner discipline doesn't mean they're rigid or uncompromising. Rather, they know how to balance flexibility with commitment, adjusting their plans when necessary but never losing sight of their ambitions. For Sigma girls, self-discipline is about more than just productivity. It's a way of honoring their own potential and ensuring that their time and energy are spent on things that matter to them. They're not ones to be easily swayed by fleeting trends or superficial distractions. Instead, they focus on long-term growth and continuous self-improvement, setting standards for themselves that align with their values and goals. This disciplined mindset allows them to accomplish what they set out to do, even if it requires patience and perseverance. Their self-discipline often extends to various aspects of life, whether it's their career, education, health, or personal development. They know that success is rarely instant, so they are willing to invest time and effort into things that bring them closer to their vision. This commitment to self-discipline sets Sigma girls apart, as they prove that true strength comes from the ability to motivate oneself, regardless of external validation or recognition. By prioritizing self-discipline, Sigma girls create lives that reflect their ambitions, allowing them to grow into the best versions of themselves with purpose and resilience. 6. Natural leaders who don't seek the spotlight. Sigma girls have a natural capacity for leadership, but unlike others who may actively seek leadership roles or recognition, they lead by example. They are often the ones who inspire others through their actions, rather than through flashy displays or assertive commands. This quiet leadership style makes them approachable and trustworthy, as people feel drawn to their genuine confidence and calm demeanor. Sigma girls don't need to be in the spotlight to make an impact. They prefer to work behind the scenes where they can focus on making meaningful contributions rather than chasing accolades. This approach to leadership is rooted in their desire to stay true to themselves. They don't need the validation of being in charge to know their worth. Instead, they choose to lead when the situation calls for it, especially when it aligns with their principles. Others often turn to them for guidance or advice, recognizing that Sigma girls possess a unique ability to stay calm under pressure and offer well-considered perspectives. This quality makes them powerful influencers, even if they never actively seek that role. Their preference for understated leadership doesn't mean they lack ambition or drive. On the contrary, they're often highly ambitious, but they pursue their goals quietly and with steady determination. This allows them to lead without overpowering others, encouraging collaboration and mutual respect. By embodying this quiet yet impactful leadership style, Sigma girls show that true influence doesn't come from dominating others but from inspiring them. They redefine what it means to lead, proving that leadership can be as much about listening and supporting as it is about directing and commanding. 7. Being driven by purpose, not popularity. Sigma girls are deeply motivated by purpose and values rather than the desire to fit in or be admired. While others may place a high value on popularity and social status, Sigma girls prioritize authenticity and personal fulfillment. They are often clear about their goals and ideals, and they make decisions that align with these, even if it means going against the crowd. This strong sense of purpose acts as their compass, guiding them through life's choices with confidence and clarity. Because they're not swayed by the need to be liked, Sigma girls tend to make unconventional choices, pursuing careers, hobbies, or lifestyles that may seem unusual to others. They find fulfillment in activities that resonate with their inner values, whether it's creative expression, social causes, or intellectual pursuits. This drive for purpose over popularity often gives them a sense of freedom, as they're less likely to feel restricted by societal expectations or peer pressure. They define success on their own terms, focusing on achieving what truly matters to them rather than seeking external approval. This perspective allows Sigma girls to cultivate a rich, meaningful life that reflects their individuality. They're not interested in popularity for the sake of validation, and they recognize that genuine success comes from staying true to one's values. By embracing this principle, Sigma girls inspire others to look beyond societal norms and seek out what brings them true happiness. Their dedication to purpose over popularity is a testament to their strength of character, and it's one of the many reasons they stand out in a world that often values superficiality over substance. 8. Self-sufficiency as a lifestyle. One of the hallmarks of a Sigma girl's personality is her self-sufficiency. Sigma girls have a natural ability to take care of themselves emotionally, mentally, and financially, making independence a core part of their lifestyle. Unlike those who may rely heavily on others for direction or validation, Sigma girls trust themselves and are highly resourceful in navigating life's challenges. They don't fear solitude. Instead, they see it as an opportunity for self-reflection, growth, and recharging. This self-sufficiency allows Sigma girls to approach relationships and social interactions with a healthy mindset. They don't cling to people or compromise their own needs to gain approval or avoid loneliness. Instead, they cultivate meaningful connections that add genuine value to their lives. This independence makes them less likely to tolerate toxic relationships or stay in situations that don't serve their well-being. They know that their happiness and peace are in their own hands, and they take pride in building a life that aligns with their goals and values. Financially, Sigma girls often work toward stability and self-reliance. They value hard work and don't depend on others to support them, understanding the freedom that comes with financial independence. This financial autonomy allows them to make choices based on what they truly want, without the pressure of relying on someone else's support. Self-sufficiency is empowering, giving Sigma girls the confidence to move through life with a sense of security and control. By mastering this quality, they embody what it means to live a life on their own terms, free from the need to fit into anyone else's mold. 9. Preferring depth over drama. Sigma girls thrive in environments that prioritize depth, authenticity, and meaningful connections over shallow interactions and social drama. They have a low tolerance for unnecessary conflict and gossip, as they find these behaviors counterproductive and distracting from what truly matters in life. While some may get caught up in the latest gossip or feel compelled to follow social trends, Sigma girls are focused on pursuing their own goals and maintaining peace in their lives. For Sigma girls, relationships are about quality rather than quantity. They choose to surround themselves with individuals who value honesty, support, and personal growth. This preference for depth means they're drawn to friendships and relationships where they can have sincere, impactful conversations rather than superficial small talk. While they may have fewer social connections, those they do have are often deeply fulfilling and mutually beneficial. They don't feel the need to seek approval from others, allowing them to build relationships that genuinely align with their values. In work environments, Sigma girls steer clear of office politics and unnecessary conflicts. They prefer to stay focused on their tasks and contribute meaningfully without getting involved in drama or power struggles. This attitude makes them reliable, respected, and trusted by others who appreciate their focus and professionalism. By choosing depth over drama, Sigma girls create a peaceful, productive, and purposeful environment for themselves. Their ability to remain calm and focused amid the noise allows them to achieve their goals while staying true to themselves. 10. A profound commitment to growth. Perhaps one of the most admirable qualities of Sigma girls is their commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. They are constantly striving to be better, whether it's by learning new skills, exploring different perspectives, or working on their inner development. For Sigma girls, growth isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey. They understand that the process of becoming a better version of themselves requires continuous effort, humility, and resilience. This commitment to growth doesn't mean Sigma girls are overly critical of themselves. On the contrary, they practice self-compassion and understand that mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process. They're open to constructive feedback and use it as an opportunity to reflect and improve. This willingness to learn and adapt makes them resilient, allowing them to bounce back from setbacks with a stronger sense of self-awareness and determination. Sigma girls often set personal goals that challenge them and push them out of their comfort zones. Whether it's advancing in their careers, pursuing new hobbies, or working on their mental and emotional health, they are dedicated to self-improvement in all areas of life. They embrace change and view it as an opportunity for growth, making them adaptable and resourceful. This commitment to growth inspires others around them to also seek self-improvement, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Sigma girls understand that life is about evolving, and they are dedicated to making each version of themselves better than the last. The Sigma girl is more than just a personality type. She represents a powerful blend of independence, authenticity, and unwavering self-belief. She breaks free from traditional expectations, choosing instead to live life on her own terms, guided by her own values and passions. Unlike others who may seek validation from society, Sigma girls are driven by inner confidence and a desire to constantly evolve. Her quiet strength and resilience set her apart in a world often dominated by the need to conform. This doesn't mean she isolates herself. Rather, she seeks deep, meaningful connections and surrounds herself with those who genuinely add value to her life. Her self-sufficiency enables her to navigate life with a sense of security and autonomy, making her capable of handling life's ups and downs without losing sight of her purpose. Living as a Sigma girl is about cultivating a rich inner life and nurturing a commitment to personal growth. She sees challenges not as setbacks, but as opportunities for self-discovery and improvement. With a low tolerance for drama, she chooses depth, focusing on what truly matters and avoiding distractions that don't align with her goals. For Sigma sisters everywhere, this lifestyle isn't just a phase, it's a commitment to becoming the best version of oneself. to standing firm in one's values, and to creating a life of meaning and purpose. Embracing the Sigma path means recognizing your worth, standing up for your boundaries, and celebrating your unique journey of growth and self-empowerment. If you see yourself in these qualities, welcome to the Sigma Sisterhood. Join us on this journey by subscribing to the channel, and together let's inspire, uplift, and celebrate the strength and depth of every Sigma girl.